A recent report has brought some eye-opening news to the forefront. XRP is being projected to reach an astonishing price of $1,427. What's driving this bold prediction? It's the potential integration of XRP by 30% of the world's banking institutions. At first, 30% might not sound overwhelming, but in the context of global finance, it represents a massive slice of the industry. What's more, Ripple is reportedly in talks or working relationships with nearly a third of all banks worldwide, and we've got the details to back that up in today's breakdown. But here's the kicker: are these banks really making the most of Ripple's capabilities? Early signs suggest there's still untapped potential, and we'll be diving into that in just a bit. There's another major headline we can't ignore. Just 2 days ago, rumors surfaced that Ripple could be preparing to go public by the end of March. If that happens, it could act as a major catalyst, potentially pushing XRP's price up to $8.97 in just over a month. It's a bold projection, but not outside the realm of possibility given the current momentum. Hey there, CoinGraph fam. If you're new here or returning, welcome back to your top destination for all things XRP. Before we get into today's deep dive, do us a quick favor, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Plus, we've got a special treat coming, an exciting XRP giveaway as we race toward 13,000 subscribers. It's super simple to join. Follow 3 easy steps, stay tuned, and be sure to drop #CoinGraph in the comments to secure your entry. Now let's zoom in on something interesting. SBI Holdings. This major player controls roughly 4% of all international banking deposits, which means they alone could account for a significant chunk of that projected 30% adoption of Ripple's tech. But that's not the only piece of the puzzle. Ripple has made waves in Brazil by launching its on-demand liquidity (ODL) solution in partnership with the Brazilian Central Bank, an important move in a key emerging market. And we're not stopping there. If you remember our recent talk about the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, you'll recall how deeply connected each of these countries is with Ripple. These ties involve both Ripple's ODL platform and ongoing discussions around central bank digital currencies (CBDCs). Together, the BRICS countries account for about 29% of global GDP, a massive chunk of the world economy. That raises a fascinating possibility. What happens if these economic powerhouses begin to adopt Ripple's technology at scale? We'll unpack that thought and more as we continue through today's episode. If the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, decide to unite behind Ripple, the impact could be nothing short of transformational. I explored this in detail in an earlier video where we looked into how realistic this scenario is and the steps already being taken toward using central bank digital currencies (CBDCs) on the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger is more than just a platform, it's becoming a cornerstone in the evolution of global finance. And as we edge closer to the next crypto bull run, the spotlight on Ripple's technology is only growing brighter. The dialogue around Ripple's expanding influence in fintech took a big leap forward when the Federal Reserve made a noteworthy announcement. They acknowledged both XRP and Stellar XLM as potential key players in laying the blockchain groundwork for the Fed, now instant payment system. In particular, they highlighted a partnership with Metal Blockchain, which aims to streamline the conversion of fiat currency into stable coins. This is a critical bridge between the traditional financial world and decentralized finance, one that could redefine how money moves in the US. Right now, if Americans want to send money instantly, they typically turn to apps like Venmo or PayPal or use crypto wallets for digital transactions. But that's about to change in a big way. The FedNow platform, which is currently in its pilot phase, is gearing up to offer instant domestic payments directly through the banking system. Already over 120 participants have signed on to test and help shape the service, including major players like US Bank, Exchange Bank, and a range of payment solution providers. If fully implemented, this system could become the backbone of real-time payments across the country, and Ripple's role in that process is definitely one to watch. This latest development highlights more than just the rise of blockchain. It signals a major shift in how traditional banking is beginning to embrace the innovations of decentralized finance. The line between conventional financial systems and blockchain-powered solutions is blurring, and Ripple stands right at the center of this transformation. As a leader in global payment solutions and distributed ledger technology, Ripple is emerging as a key contributor to the Federal Reserve's FedNow initiative. Alongside it, Stellar Lumen's XLM, known for enabling fast and cost-effective international payments through its blockchain network, is also expected to be part of this groundbreaking payment infrastructure. Now here's where things get really interesting. Just 8 hours ago, a headline made waves across the fintech space. XRP surges to $1,427, fueled by 30% adoption among global banks. That's not just a number, it's a powerful signal of how blockchain is reshaping finance on a massive scale. The article points to XRP's explosive rally as being driven by its increasing use for cross-border payments by a significant chunk of the world's banking sector. This kind of adoption has created massive demand, driving XRP's value to new heights and opening the door for even greater momentum in the market. It's a big win for Ripple, and could mean substantial returns for early investors. But the story doesn't stop there. According to recent reports, XRP's reach may soon extend beyond that 30% mark, signaling an even wider embrace by financial institutions around the globe. Just 6 days ago, another update suggested that XRP transactions could top an astounding $1.2 quadrillion, potentially pushing the token's price up to $10,000. That kind of growth reflects a massive shift in how banks and other institutions are utilizing the XRP ledger and its native digital asset. The numbers are staggering, and the pace of adoption is accelerating faster than anyone expected. Adding fuel to the fire, Ripple's much-discussed buyback initiative is no longer just speculation, it's now in full swing. Ripple Labs has officially begun repurchasing large amounts of XRP, with a recent report revealing that nearly 1 billion tokens have already been retired from circulation. This bold move not only tightens supply but also shows the company's deep belief in the long-term value and role of XRP in the future of finance. And to top it all off, the Federal Reserve itself isn't just passively watching. Reports suggest the Fed is actively exploring how XRP could become a foundational element in global payment systems. The pieces are falling into place, and the momentum behind XRP has never been more compelling. But there's more. The recent leak reveals even deeper layers to the Fed's strategy. Google Reader data points to Kikuchi, a government official recommending the use of XRP Ledger's public chain to build a specialized sidechain. According to insights from industry expert Kegi, this approach would allow Federal Reserve funds to directly interact with private sector technologies, setting the stage for a whole new level of innovation and partnership between government and blockchain pioneers. It's a move that could reshape how financial systems are structured and operated in the digital age. As if that weren't enough, Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, has openly stated that significant investments are now being funneled into developing independent next-generation settlement networks right here in the United States. These efforts are ushering in a major shift toward advanced financial infrastructure, with digital assets like XRP